What could you call a guy who takes all the odds stacked against him and turns it into an opportunity that inspires others? Here's an idea. How about Missouri's Teacher of the Year? Darion Cockrell had a turbulent, at best, childhood. His mother was an addict. His father was killed selling drugs when he was only 4 years old. He was in and out of foster care his entire life. And his grandmother, she worked to support him and his siblings. Even as he was drawn into gangs and on a bad track himself, he found a better path. It was his chance playing sports. And ultimately, through playing sports, educators in his life changed his life. That set him on a path that would take him to the football field, then to college, and then back to the classroom where he could be a positive force in kids' lives as a teacher himself. I want to introduce you to this inspiring man, Mr. Cockrell. I'm choked up just looking at your face. Teacher of the Year for the state of Missouri. He's also known as Mr. DC and teaches phys ed at Crestwood Elementary School in St. Louis. Thank you so much for joining us. Your coworkers who know you best say you always know how to put a smile on a person's face. What does your family and your friends, the education community that you know, what have they said about you being named Teacher of the Year?
They just know how goofy I am and how silly I am. They're like, dude, how are you teaching? You're so silly, you're so goofy. But I think that's the reason why, I think with me, I'm just so grateful to be alive. I have a job that I love. I love the people that I work with, and I'm always just so happy. And I always just want to push positivity and love and happiness on everyone else. And I think, that's a reflection of why I'm Missouri Teacher of the Year.
Help us understand that, because there's a lot of people out there, especially now, who feel hopeless. In your acceptance speech, you talked about what it was like as a child when you were in a gang. Can you speak a little bit about your path? Because some people can't see the light. You always have.
There were some tough times, and I can honestly say that there were days where I didn't feel like there was any hope, but, my faith definitely kept me going. There are times when we didn't have food, we didn't have water, the lights were off, and I feel like there was nothing that I could do but just keep that faith, and just having people come into my life to support me and being open to that support really helped me get to that next level of my life and understand that, with these people changing my life, I have the ability when I get older to do the same thing, and that's what I'm trying to do now as a teacher.
I can feel what a source of positive energy you are. But how do you feel about the fact that in a lot of the press coverage you're getting, it does say former gang member?
Actually, I'm okay with that. When I gave my speech, when I became Missouri Teacher of the Year, I wanted to put that story out there because I wanted to get the attention of not only all of America, but a lot of those same boys and girls who were in that same predicament I was as a kid, to let them know that, there is hope, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that even though that you might be in this position right now, that it's not the end all be all. Like, you have the ability and you have the choice to get yourself out of that situation, but you have to change your mindset in order to get out of that situation.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.